Dark Winter, an improvised mystery by Shorty. Let's see where this audio takes us. Veronica. What the hell was Dr. Fenwick doing here? I tried to sneak past the study, unsuccessfully. Julius called me in. Ronnie, could you come in here a minute? Reluctantly, I did as he asked. And there they stood, Julius, the doctor, and you. It's a bit late for house calls, isn't it, Dr. Fenwick? How are you? I shook his hand and wondered if he could detect that mine was shaking. I acted nonchalant and pretended to be the hostess, offering tea and would he like to take a seat? He shook his head. No, thank you, Miss Winter. Look, I'm not here. I understand from your brother that you've been a little overwrought of late. And we think maybe you should have a rest. So, I've arranged for you to go to, a little retreat, you know? You've had a lot to deal with over the last few years, and I don't think you've quite gotten over your parents' deaths. Disappearance, Dr. Fenwick, disappearance. Remember, they were never found. Julius gave Dr. Fenwick a knowing look. And was that pity on your face? I knew I had to act reasonably. Arguing and shouting wasn't going to cut it right now. Yes, maybe you're right. But what do you mean by a retreat? Can you explain? Well, nothing much, just a spa, you know, that kind of thing. Relaxation and, let's make you all better. Better from what? Dr. Fenwick stood up and took my hand in his. Now come on, Miss Winter. Be a good girl. Inside, I was seething with rage and indignation. But on the outside, I put on an air of sweet calm. Well, of course, Dr. Fenwick, if that's what you think. So, where is it? When shall I go? Tonight, Miss Winter. Right now. Oh, that seems a little sudden. Julius patted Dr. Fenwick on the back. Come on, Ronnie. You know Dr. Fenwick knows best. And you just hung your head. I'd guessed you told him about my flights of fancy. Well, to your mind. I knew it to be reality. 100%. Or maybe not quite 100%, but... Damn it, I wasn't crazy. Is that what crazy people say? But Dr. Fenwick, what about tomorrow morning? I really need a good night's rest and I don't see why... No. Let's go tonight. I'll travel with you. It's not that far. Oh. All right. Can I pack a few things? Of course. I turned on my heels and walked up the stairs, but Julius followed me. It's all right, Julius. I'm sure I can make it to my bedroom on my own. Just making sure, dear sister. Okay. I proceeded up the stairs and walked into my room, closing the door. While Julius waited outside, I slipped my hand into my coat pocket and felt for the key, holding it tight, hoping for some divine intervention. Please, Mother. I'm going to take a quick shower, okay, Julius? I'm not going looking like this. I wasted no time. I turned on my shower and then went for the attic door. It was open. I crept up the stairs quietly and across the expanse of the attic, down into Father's room, where I used the telephone. I felt that everyone could hear the loud rings. Of course they couldn't. At last, he answered. Marcus, I need your help. I explained the situation, and he said he'd come right away. I just had to get to the lake house. I snuck out of Father's room, just as I could hear Julius knocking on my door again. I was heading for the secret door that led to the kitchen. Then I remembered the book in the window seat. No, you don't have time. But somehow I knew I needed it. I retrieved the book and tucked it into my coat. And as I left the kitchen, out into the garden, I could hear Julius calling my name. I ran swiftly across the wet grass. The moon was high now, and the air was cool and crisp. I knew I had to hurry. It would soon be discovered that I wasn't in the bedroom. I wasn't in the shower at all. I wasn't a fugitive. I had committed no crime. But it would look bad. It would make me look like... Hell, yes, she is crazy. I made it to the lake house, just as I saw Marcus's car pull through the gates. I didn't even wait for him to get out. I crossed the distance in a matter of seconds and flung open the door. Drive, Marcus. Get me out of here. He simply nodded and turned the car around. And as he did so, I saw illuminated in his headlights, just coming out of the front door, Julius, Dr. Fenwick, and you. I shrunk down into the back seat. I feel I only took a breath when I knew we were out of their sight and driving down the country lane. Towards... Where are we going, Marcus? Don't you worry, Veronica dear. I know just the place. We drove for what seemed like hours, and I wondered what Julius was thinking, and why they wanted to send me away. What were they frightened of? Or were they just truly concerned? Mercifully, I'd nodded off. By the time I woke, all stiff and uncomfortable, morning was breaking. I rubbed at the steamed-up window, and all I could see for miles was open spaces and purple heather. Good morning, Marcus. Did you drive all night? No, my dear, we stopped in a lay-by for a couple of hours. I had to rest, you know. I thanked him. First of all, thank you. Thank you for rescuing me, I guess. Ah, yes, I'm a veritable knight in shining armour. Where are we, by the way? Well, we're in Yorkshire, my dear. Oh, wow. We did go a long way. So what's here in Yorkshire? Why? Your mother's family seat, my dear. A vague and long-distant memory surfaced of a large, old, dark, cold, imposing house. And Granny. Ah, Granny Morland. I remember. Ah, that's a clever girl, aren't you, Veronica? Just like your mother. But she died years ago, of course. Yes, sadly. But the house still stands. Also, I'm led to believe. You seem to know rather a lot about it. Yes, like I said, me and your mother were close. I looked out for her and she told me all her darkest secrets. And the Morland house was one of them. Wait, do you think that's where she went? Do you think that's where she is? Do you think she's alive? Now, Veronica. Don't be silly. You're getting carried away with yourself. Do you think if your mother was alive, she wouldn't come and see you? Of course not. She loved you dearly. Why, I know for a fact, she would fight tooth and nail, just